Ξεκινάω με το ότι 40 εκατομμύρια άνθρωποι.
I would like to start by saying that sort of 40 million people are displaced within the borders of their own countries throughout the world. 4 million of them are in Europe, in European countries, in other words. And this is an appalling reality, which is a lot of millions of people who haven't got the legal instruments that they require in order to force states to comply with decisions of the European Court. We don't even have a European Convention that deals with the situation of internally displaced persons. So I think we need to come up with answers, and I think we need to understand that persons who are internally displaced, for the most part, the result of war or armed conflict. And for the same reason, we have refugees, but the only difference between internally displaced persons and refugees is that refugees cross a border. And as such, they benefit from international protection. They are the subject of many conferences and are taken seriously by the international community. But unlike refugees, IDPs do not benefit from any rights, any form of protection, and any form of protection even under the European Human Rights Convention. So I believe that internally displaced persons are captives, prisoners within the borders of their own countries, and that I think represents a challenge for us all, but in particular for the Council of Europe. If we look at the countries that are most affected by this phenomenon of internal displacement and settlement, we're talking about countries where the rule of law does not hold sway or human rights. And of course, the place of Cyprus is important. As of 1974, more than 250,000 people have been displaced and are living on a sort of a semi-permanent basis elsewhere within their own countries. So what can be done? I think we need to bring pressure to bear within these countries so that some kind of binding mechanism is put in place whereby they are bound by the judgments handed down by the European Court of Human Rights. And we need to prevent wars, of course, and armed conflict. But recently we've seen a war in which 2 Council of Europe member states are involved. I'm talking about the martyred state, which is that of Syria. Syria finds itself in dire straits, with more people being internally displaced, more refugees being produced as a result of the war, and they require international protection. We need to react. They cannot be left alone.